色が真ん中にあるはずだけどずれちゃった。誰もわかんないから。
We respectfully call upon the Tathagata Amida, the Tathagata Shakyamuni, and the Tathagatas of the 10 directions to enter this place of practice, joyfully scattering flowers of both. Namanda, Vitsanamanda, Vitsanamanda, Vitsanamanda. No. Yeah. 本の発一年期愛心うなもの特年半本上逆法再演入入手しぬか一味摂取進行上昇後意の水波無明暗頓来心臓し運無上不真実真人天非如二行不運無しげ妙無暗逆心謙虚大行気即を超絶合白種一切全幕論部に門心如来偶然願仏言古代小下者善人名門大理家弥陀仏本願念仏茶見教満悪修上信用十字自に南中しな昔インド三天使の下中華自治域しこそ現代諸行聖書義妙如来本税大き釈迦如来両合戦一種五妙な天竺流十大事出頭世質の財派有無権先絶大乗無情報召喚議事小安楽賢治南行六六信行異行指導楽億年にな仏本願知念即時入一上唯の上昇如来の応報大偶然音天神菩薩造論説奇妙無下公如来永種ただ見真実後世の頂大誓願こういう本願力へこ異道群上昇一心非入苦毒大崩壊必逆入大へ収集徳子蓮華造世界即昇進如発祥人有門の人間人図入生自音自用下本師の南病天使超高蘭消防殺大三蔵ルシ十条教本上宣教気楽法天神の殺論中下報道因果見世願方言猫ゆたり少女主義類心人惑前文部新人没承知即年半一子無量光明道勝負主上海不下土砂化小道難所有名浄土活入万全自力変言中変魔独語感染症三不三神経本願増末法滅道品一生増悪自偶税死 Let's sit together quietly for a few moments. So just relax and get comfortable. If you are able, sit forward in your seat and place both feet flat on the ground. Sit up straight and align your head, neck, shoulders, and back in a straight line that goes down to the floor. Place your hands comfortably in your lap. Now close your eyes and just breathe. Breathe in and breathe out. In and out. As you breathe in, you feel energy filling your body. And as you breathe out, any stress or worries in your mind just fade away. Just breathe. The sound of the gong will signal the end of our quiet meditation. Namana, Vitsanamana, 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 Vitsanamana. No. Thank you very much for joining Chanting the Shōshin-ge, and we will be having the Dharma family service. The Sunday service will begin at 9 o'clock in the morning. Hey, I think so, yeah. Okay, we're going live.
Okay.
Very good. 58.
What else I use?
Straight into
Any kind of meat, fish, and of course, like a multiple chicken kind of
Yes.
stuff. And then,
Oh, yes.
So I'm going to go turn the camera on.
Okay.
And then everything else pretty much
And the Christmas tree, the one, this one, the one, we use, what kind of buns did you use? This is the frozen dough.
How this all?
Huh?
How this all?
Oh!
And then just make it to I put the pesto with the potato dough, and then make it to small balls,
Guys, you're using the refrigerated dough. And maybe you walk and you make it as a pull apart.
Namo. Good morning and welcome to our Sunday service. We're going to return to the traditional Sunday service format, so we will begin by singing the Bandhana Tisura. And let's sing the English and Pali verses together. Namo tassa Let's chant the hymn, Gasho with Amida. to all living things. I will follow this teaching. I show with Amida in the clear bright morning sun, in the fading light of day, in the darkness of the night. I show with Amida, Namo Amida Butsu. I live in great compassion. This great power guides my life. I show with Amida. The virtue of Amida's vow is shared equally by all, together attaining awakened mind. We are born in the land of Namanda, it's Namanda, it's Namanda, it's Namanda. Let's sit together quietly for a few moments. So just relax and get comfortable. If you're able, sit forward in your seat and place both feet flat on the ground. Sit up straight and align your head, neck, shoulders, and back in a straight line that goes down to the floor. Place your hands comfortably in your lap. Now close your eyes and just breathe. Breathe in and breathe out. In and out. As you breathe in, you feel energy filling your body. And as you breathe out, any stress or worries in your mind just fade away. Just breathe. The sound of the gong will sing at the end of our quiet meditation. not one pass, not one pass. We'd like to encourage everyone to offer incense at this time. The offering of incense is an ancient ritual of purification of mind and body in preparation to listen to the Dharma teachings. And offertory is the practice of dana, refers to the 6 paramita perfections in the Mahayana tradition. If you'd like to make a donation, make an offering, you can scan this QR code or go to our website, makawahongwanji.org, and click on Donate. Thank you. Let's all recite the golden chain of love together. I am a link in Amida Buddha's golden chain of love that stretches around the world. I must keep my link bright and strong. I will try to be kind and gentle to every living thing and protect all who are weaker than myself. I will try to think pure and beautiful thoughts, to say pure and beautiful words, and to do pure and beautiful deeds, knowing that on what I do now depends not only my happiness or unhappiness, but also that of others. May every link in Amida's golden chain of love be bright and strong, and may we all attain perfect peace. Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo. Okay, let me move to the speaker's podium. Okay, so now we're going to have Children's Dharma story time, hopefully. We'll see how it goes. Okay, so do this, go this, full screen. Very good. And hopefully everyone can see that. Okay, we can go full screen on the slides. Pull the GFX3, there we go. Because today's story is Everyone Poops by Taro Gomi. Everyone poops. An elephant makes a big poop. A mouse makes a tiny poop. A one-hump camel makes a one-hump poop. And a two-hump camel makes a two-hump poop. Just kidding. Fish poop, birds poop, and bugs poop too. Different animals make different kinds of poop. Different shapes, different colors, even different smells. Which end is the snake's butt? What does whale poop look like? Some stop to poop. Others do it on the go. Some poop all over. Others poop somewhere special. Grown-ups poop, and kids poop. Some kids poop on the potty. Others poop in diapers. Some animals poop and don't even think about it. Some clean up
after they poop. These animals poop by the water. This one poops in the water. He wipes himself with toilet paper and then flushes it away. All living things eat. So, everyone poops. The end. And that was the story, Everyone Poops, by Taro Gomi. Okay, let's go back to the other slides. So, Sensei, I know you didn't write a script. We're going to have to try to fake something here. So. Hey, Sensei, why did you pick that book? Well, it's always been one of my favorite books because it was originally written in Japanese. The Japanese take a very different attitude toward pooping and stuff like that. In America, it's kind of like, ooh, not good. But in Japan, everyone poops. Well, that's right, Sensei. You know, I poop all the time. How about you, Lily? Oh, well, you know, ladies don't talk about stuff like that. But yes, of course, if you eat, you poop. And that's it. So if there's one thing that makes us all the same, we all eat and we all poop. Okay, kids, that's going to be the end of story time today. So remember, be good, but not too much. Okay. So we're going to move, I'm sorry, that's quiet sitting. I'm going to skip over that one. So today I'm going to jump to the Dharma talk for adults. And today I'd just like to talk about the idea that every day is the day after Christmas. And what to do about it. Because, of course, oops, where's my piece of paper? Because, of course, today is December 26th. It is the day after Christmas. And when you think of the day after Christmas, what do you think of? After Christmas sale. Yes! Very American kind of thing. It used to be, this was actually, for retailers, was a major thing. And everyone would wait until after Christmas to go buy stuff. And now, of course, there's so many promotions. There's Black Friday and Cyber Monday and the roll up to special sales and Prime Day and all kinds of crazy stuff. It's kind of interesting when we look at the day after Christmas around the world. Because, did you know that in Australia, for example, New Zealand, the countries in the British Commonwealth, they celebrate the 26th of December as Boxing Day. Which I always thought was kind of funny because it's what we're supposed to like fight over the presents and start boxing or something. And actually, no, it goes back quite a ways, and it's essentially a tip to your servants. So if you have a butler or a maid, you would give them a Christmas box. And this was called Boxing Day. So thank you for being my butler. And it would be a tip or gratuity of some sort. Japan. Japan's another interesting place. The 26th. So in Japan, the tradition is Christmas Eve. You have a romantic dinner, best restaurant, and then, or if you're a family, you're at home, and for some reason you buy a bucket of Kentucky Fried Chicken. Go figure. Advertising. I actually know the story. It's a very interesting story how that became a Japanese tradition. The other one, also very similar. You buy a Christmas cake. And I had never heard of a Christmas cake before, but maybe the Yule log, right, which we didn't do in Southern California. But the Christmas cake, everyone buys a Christmas cake. So, on Christmas Eve, you buy your Kentucky Fried Chicken and your Christmas cake, and then that's Christmas Eve dinner. Not so much a big deal about, you know, like exchanging of gifts and stuff, although people do it. If you're a Christian, of course, in Japanese, you go to Mass, you go to church. But otherwise, yeah, it's kind of it. So in Japan, there was this really weird expression I learned as an exchange student. And they said, oh, well, she's like a Christmas cake on the 26th. Okay, what? She, I was always referring to a female, right? She is like a Christmas cake on the 26th. I'm like, what does that mean? Well, if you're 26, no one's going to buy a Christmas cake. If you're age 26, no one is going to marry you. So when I was an exchange student in the 80s, if you were like about 25 or so and you weren't married, oh, well, she's a Christmas cake on the 26th. Okay, what? That is like really not nice. In many countries, yes, the day after Christmas is observed in different ways. But I think in general, if we're looking around and look at myself in the mirror this morning, I feel a little tired maybe, a little let down. Just another day, it's the day after Christmas, another day. And this, of course, is a very natural, very human response to this huge buildup, the 12 days of Christmas. You know, I'm shopping, constant promotion. Oh, it's a wonderful life, we gotta watch that. Oh, Charlie Brown, it's Christmas, Charlie Brown, we have to watch all these things. And oh, we have to go shopping tomorrow, today we're supposed to go shopping. So from a Buddhist perspective, being born human, every day is like the day after Christmas. Ah, just another day. Ah, nothing special. And this describes a feeling, the human condition called dukkha, which means, usually translated as suffering, but it also means dissatisfaction, disappointment, discontent. If you know French, ennui, this kind of just being tired with life. And so every day is the day after Christmas. So what should we do? What should we do? The past couple of weeks I've been talking about itadakimasu, so gratefully receiving food. And if you're from Japanese or Japanese American culture, at the end you say gochiso-sama, which I always thought was a rather fascinating concept once I actually learned what it meant. So if you look at the characters here, so the first one is go, which is usually used as an honorific, so it means you're talking about someone who is superior to you, someone who is above you. And then sama is the same thing, it's like san, except it's a more formal. And if you said sama, so if I said Sharon sama, that would mean I consider her to be my superior. And in Japan, this is just the way things work. And then chiso is an interesting one because it literally means running around. So you are the honorable person who was running around. What? So remember, itadakimasu, to gratefully receive the food. Gochiso-sama is to recognize, to say thank you to the honorable persons who are running around. What does it mean? Think about that. Right? Who grew the vegetables? Who caught the fish? Who hunted the animals? Who raised the animals? Who killed the animals? Who processed the flesh? Who distributed all this stuff? Who put it into packages and priced it and then put it on the shelves? Who checked you out at the supermarket? Right? And then, right, you go home and somebody has to prepare and cook the meal, then you share the meal, then you eat it, and you say, gochiso-sama. So it's much more than just saying, to the person who made it, thanks mom for, making breakfast. No, it's much more than that. It's the person who grew the vegetables, the person who got the meat, the person, this countless chain of people is encompassed in this feeling of gochiso-sama. There's so many people running around. Thank you for making this meal possible. So there's a wonderful story about Genza, who is a myokonin in the Jodo Shinshu tradition, kind of someone who naturally lives the teachings. And the story goes like this. So Genza was a fairly successful farmer, and so he had a housekeeper, he had a maid, a servant. And as tradition goes, every summer during Obon, everyone goes back home to the hometown, family reunion, you do service in the memory of the ancestors, bon dance, you do some stuff, and then you come back to wherever you were. And so, again, as tradition, Genza gives his loyal servant, his maid, a bag of potatoes. So please, take this back to your family, to your parents, and enjoy it. Have a good vacation. And so she does. A week later, she comes back and says, "Oh, Genza-sama, thank you so much for giving us the potatoes. My mother and father also said to thank you. Thank you, Mr. Genza, for giving us these wonderful potatoes." And Genza looks at her and smiles and says, "Don't thank me, thank the potatoes." Japanese sense of humor, sort of like the Everyone Poops book. It's kind of like, what? In American sense, you have to think about that. Right? Well, don't thank me. I mean, I just gave you the potatoes. Thank the potatoes. you should be grateful to the potatoes. Interesting, interesting. So, Jodo Shinshu, when we talk about the Nembutsu, which is a phrase we throw around a lot, but it actually translates as mindfulness of the Buddha, mindfulness of Amida. And so when we say Namo Amida Butsu, we're saying Namo, so this is me, Amida, this is Amida Buddha, and then together we become Amida Buddha, we become Buddha, Namo Amida Buddha. So we form this mindfulness, right, through Namo Amida Butsu. And so when we say the name, right, we're trying to repay our debt of gratitude to the Buddha, to Amida for this reality around us. But also, when we say Gochiso Sama, it's more than just saying thanks for cooking the food. It's a recognition that everything in this life, everything in this unrepeatable life is a gift. And so we should gratefully receive it, and we should also acknowledge this countless chain of causes and conditions and people and situations that led us to this moment of enjoying some food. And then it's time to wash the dishes. So, Mimi will tell you I'm a very good dishwasher. She's really good at cooking, I'm good at washing the dishes. Division of labor makes sense. And so just to toss in my Santa Buddha picture here, to think of Amida as this reality that surrounds us, but it also includes the potatoes. Remember to thank the potatoes. And that's Gochiso Sama. And if we do this every day, at every meal, we'll be mindful, we'll be reminded of Amida's compassion and wisdom working in our lives. No. Okay, so that's the thank you slide. Yeah, and now we just go into Ondok-san and the Nembutsu. So we're going to sing Ondok-san, along with the music video with Maho Umitani and Reverend Toshiyuki Umitani. And it goes like this. Hopefully. Hello. Okay. Through great love, which is Amida's directing of virtue for our going forth, we attain great compassion, which is Amida's directing of virtue for our return. If not for the Buddha's directing of virtue, how could we realize enlightenment in the Pure Land? The words of Shinran Shonin in Hymns of the Dharma Ages. Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu. Okay, let's see. That's meditation. Okay, sorry, I'm confused. Let's conclude with the gratitude meditation.
So let's sit together quietly for a few moments. So just relax and get comfortable. If you're able, sit forward in your seat and place both feet flat on the ground. Sit up straight and align your head, neck, shoulders, and back in a straight line that goes down to the floor. Place your hands comfortably in your lap. Now close your eyes halfway so that you're looking both outwardly and inwardly. And just breathe. Breathe in. And breathe out. In. And out. As you breathe in, think of something for which you're grateful. And as you breathe out, just say mahalo. Just say thank you, thank you, thank you. Just breathe. The sound of the gong will signal the end of our quiet meditation.
Just a couple of quick announcements. I forgot to make the slide, but we're coming up for the New Year's Eve service, which will be December 31st at 6 p.m. in the evening. It'll be a very brief service. We'll also have a chance to ring the bell, as is traditional for New Year's Eve. And we'll be serving toshikoshi soba, so the carrying over the year soba noodles. So please feel free to join us in person, causes and conditions allowing. And then on the next day, we will have on January 1st at 9 o'clock in the morning, we'll have the New Year's Day service. Again, a very brief service, and really to mark the start of the new year. And we will also be serving the traditional ozoni soup. So if you feel comfortable, please come and attend in person. And if not, we'll be live streaming everything as usual. So thank you for joining us in person and on Zoom. And we're going to roll the ending announcements now.
Get that book, Everyone's Food. I have to get that book.
It's a great book.
I know, because the Patty, there's a lot of things.
Yeah.
They have it in Barcelona.
I think we're trying to get more Amazon.
Oh, you got it from Cuba.
This was Amazon Kindle, the electronic version. I'm pretty sure they have it listed on it. It is the classic book to teach kids. I thought about that one.
I like that one. I like that.